so much for people who've been doing stuff on it for a long time, right? Because those guys have been doing it, they're in touch with each other and stuff. So those of you who are still exploring, who still have what you think might be very basic questions, I think this is the best time to sort of clear them from the horse's mouth. So for a gift and a t-shirt, first question.
Thank you. My name is Ganesh. I'm one of the co-founders of a company called, My name is Ganesh. I'm one of the co-founders of a company called VoiceSnap. We're into asynchronous voice messaging. We're trying to develop a service, which is something kind of an email kind of a service. Do you think cloud would be ideal platform for us to launch it? The reason is we don't know how many people are going to sign up for such a service. And if suddenly 1,000 people knock at our door, we have no kind of support that we'll be able to offer them, meaning that we don't have that kind of an infrastructure to suddenly scale up. So I was just, even in the previous session, somebody was saying, the other gentleman was saying that scaling and all that. By getting onto the cloud, be it Amazon or be it other Google or whatever, would that be the kind of platform that we, a startup company like us, should actually go forward, or we should have all that infrastructure in a data center, and then later, after it stabilizes, then we move on to the cloud? How does it happen?
So just before you answer, if you have a question that you want to address to a particular person, let us know. Otherwise, they'll just fight it out. Yeah. Okay. So was that addressed to anyone in particular, or is it a generic? Generic. It's quite generic. Okay, just to tell you the names again, there's Raghu, Jay, Prasanna, and Eril. Yeah. So cool. Yeah.
Fine, I'll start. Maybe you can guys add.
Thank you. Next guy.
Okay, when it comes to starting up something, you have an idea and you want to validate it. I think it depends on what kind of direction you want to take. These kind of questions come from a lot of people who contact us because we believe that if you are not ready, if you don't know if your idea is going to work or not, I don't know how many customers are going to come. I don't know if this idea is going to really work or not. It depends on what kind of application it is. So if it's a simple app, you want to try and then see if it's going to work out. Maybe you could start off with a hosting guy first, and then validate it, seeing that my idea is currently is acceptable to my audience or not. If there are some mistakes on the idea or the solution, and then meanwhile keep it in the back of the mind that if I have to scale. My hosting solution provider is not going to provide the kind of scaling that these guys are talking about. So at that time, I can kind of move to the cloud. So having said that, the other thing that you might have to consider is the team that you have in place. So if you have a core technology team who already have some kind of an understanding about cloud, the way things work in cloud, and especially if it's an infrastructure as services, AWS, it has got some intricacies. It has got you need to have some kind of a learning curve to understand how things work in AWS, how to tie up different services, and then solution your product on top of that. So if you have got a team like that, then you could start off ground up into moving things to cloud and then enjoy the benefits of cloud. But you have got a couple of web developers who are trying to work out your solution, and they don't understand the cloud. Then it adds a burden to you initially. You're trying to execute an idea, you want to validate it, and then catch up. And you have burden on technology in terms of moving fast. Then at that point of time, you should probably stick with the hosting provider, then move to the cloud.
So is there any training place for cloud computing, the concept, how to engineer a product or engineer a service that we have in mind? Sorry?
Cloud for dummies, just like tech support for dummies.
Yeah.
You can actually call the tech support for dummies and ask them about cloud. See, if you really look at from a cloud standpoint, I don't know, or just bit to differ from what the statement that you made. See, cloud is not something new, right?